What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chiefs Chat. Today, we're doing the official 2022-2023 record prediction video. Okay, we did this video last year, and I predicted that the Chiefs would finish with a record of 14-3. Now, I was a couple games off, but that's still pretty solid if you ask me. I think I have a pretty educated opinion. Okay, I think what I predict here today will be absolutely correct. Okay, 100%. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Okay, I'm gonna have graphics up here, boop, right over here. So we're gonna go game by game, and I'm gonna give a score prediction and who wins the game, obviously. So with that being said, man, let's see, what's gonna happen with the Chiefs, because I'm gonna be right. Okay, it's 100% factual. Okay, so first game, Arizona Cardinals. Okay, we're gonna start the season and we're gonna finish the season in the exact same place. Super Bowl 57 will be in Arizona, and the Chiefs, we're gonna be there. Okay, you guys know it. But anyway, okay, I think this Cardinals team, they're pretty solid. They've been pretty good over the past couple of years. Kyler Murray, he's a pretty solid quarterback, and he just signed a pretty big contract extension. But honestly, I don't think this team is ready to, come out of the gates firing on all cylinders, and I think the Chiefs, we're just too polished, okay? We are too fantastic. We're too solid of a football team for them to really do much against us. So I think this is a win for the Chiefs, and a convincing one at that. I think we'll be a 31-17 win for the Chiefs, in my personal opinion. I think Patrick Mahomes gets the season kicked off in the right way. The defense does a pretty solid job at slowing down Kyler Murray, and this is the exact way that I think the Chiefs will start the season, and I think it's the way that we really need to start the season. Convincing win against the Cardinals. I just don't see that team as, the big team that, a lot of people do see them as. I don't see them as a team that really does much in the playoffs, and I think a lot of people can agree with me, but they are one of the better teams in the NFC, so some may disagree, but I think the Chiefs are going to convincingly win this game against the Cardinals in week 1. Pretty good way to start the season, if you ask me. So, moving on to week 2, okay? We play the Chargers. Thursday Night Football, as you guys know, it's the first official Thursday night game with Amazon Prime. Everybody's freaking out about it. And this is just a quick turnaround for the Chiefs. We're in Arizona, and then just like that, a couple of days later, we gotta play the Chargers here at Arrowhead Stadium for Thursday Night Football. I just think it's a bit too quick here. I think, honestly, the Chiefs, we're a really good team, and we do a pretty solid job, but I think to prepare for a team like the Chargers, it takes a little bit of time. This team, I'm super high on the Chargers this year. I think they're really solid. Justin Herbert is a fantastic quarterback. You guys know that I believe he is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. I think he's going to be ready. I think he's going to get better, and I think he's going to be good to go against the Chiefs. I do think they're going to take the victory. I think the Chiefs take their first loss of the season. 41-38 is the final score. We're going to fight, okay? We are going to fight, and I think a lot of those points come in the fourth quarter. I think that's where Patrick Mahomes really shines. He's going to, give his all, and he's really going to try to win this football game. I don't think it's going to be quite enough. I think our defense, we're going to struggle. Justin Herbert's going to tear us apart. And I think we take our first loss of the season on Thursday Night Football, okay? But it's still a respectable game. We put up a lot of points. We showed a lot of heart. And I think that's what's going to happen, okay? Pretty solid. Nothing to be too upset about, okay? Moving on. Confidence booster for the Chiefs. We play the Colts. Okay, the Colts, they are a good team, but I think they're one of the weaker teams in the AFC, which is crazy to say. That is how stacked the AFC is, but I do think the Colts are one of the weaker teams. I think we collect the win. Okay, 27-10 against the Colts. I think that is a victory for us, okay? Moving on to the Bucs. Going to Tampa Bay, okay? It's tough. It's very, very tough. Week 4 matchup against the Bucs, not in Arrowhead Stadium. It's going to be tough. Tom Brady, okay, this guy's bona fide number 1 greatest quarterback of all time. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to argue that. Okay, that is a fact. But is he going to be ready this season? That's the question on a lot of people's minds right now. He had that weird little thing going on. He missed a couple of weeks during training camp. I think his wife is mad at him for not, retiring. I'm not sure what's going on with Tom Brady. But I think in week 4 we will take that win. Sunday Night Football, it'll be a good game, but I do think we'll take the win 31-21. Pretty solid victory in my opinion. I think that we are better. We're better than this Buccaneers football team. They did beat us in the Super Bowl, but I do think that we're better. I just think we're the better team. I think we're ready. Okay, and I'm not sure if they are. They've lost a few pieces, things are just kind of a big question mark right now for the Buccaneers. I do think they're one of the better teams in the NFC, and I still think they have a pretty solid shot at making the Super Bowl. But in terms of, the regular season, I think it might take a few weeks for them to really start getting going. Tom Brady, their starting quarterback, wasn't really involved too much in training camp. I still think they're trying to find their identity. So I think that's a win for the Chiefs, okay? Moving on, okay? And here it is, okay? We all knew this was going to happen. We play these AFC West teams twice a year, as you guys know, and it's gotten tough. It's gotten really tough because we knew the Chargers coming into this year were going to be good, but we didn't really know the Raiders were going to improve this much, and we definitely didn't know the Broncos were going to improve as much as they did. So here we go. It's been a tough schedule up to this point, and now we're facing the Raiders. Okay, I will acknowledge that the Raiders have improved. Devontae Adams, that's a fantastic pickup. Chandler Jones, this guy is a sleeper when it comes to being a defensive end. I think he's just really solid. And I feel like those two guys, joining that Raiders team, I'm going to acknowledge the fact that they are much better. They're a better football team. Okay, let's not forget Darren Waller. Let's not forget Hunter Renfrow. Let's not forget Josh Jacobs. Derek Carr slinging the football. Good team. Very, very good team. But if you ask me, they're a below 500 team. Playing against the AFC West, playing in the AFC, it's tough, okay? They play the Chargers twice. They play us twice. They play the Broncos twice. How many of those games do you think they're winning? Because in my opinion, it's no more than 2. It's no more than 2. I don't think they're winning more than 2 of those 6 total games against us, the Chargers, and the Broncos. So I think they're a below 500 team. They're a good team. It's like they don't deserve to be labeled as a below 500 team, but I think they are. I really do. I think they are going to be a below 500 team this year. I think they're going to miss the playoffs. I think they're going to be last in the AFC West. So with all that being said, Chiefs take the win. Okay, Chiefs take the win 28-10. Let's not forget, we absolutely crushed them twice last season. It was a convincing win both times. Okay, the Chiefs offense scored 40+ points in both of those games. I'm being a little generous by saying that we're only going to score 4 touchdowns. So there you go, Raiders fans. Hope you guys love me. I know you don't, but I love you, okay? No hate. Moving on, okay, the Bills, all right? The Bills are a great team. The Bills are 100% a great team, okay? I think the Bills are the second best team in the National Football League. If you take a look at what they did last year, a lot of their wins, came from just defense. I think they had one of the best overall defenses in terms of not allowing points, And that, paired along with the fact you've got an absolute juggernaut of a quarterback, a fantastic weapon on your offense in Stephon Diggs, and an improving running game, Devin Singletary, along with that new rookie they just picked up, things are looking up for Buffalo. Things are looking up for Buffalo, and I think they have a fantastic year. I really do. And I personally believe that they are the second best football team in the league, okay? And I do think they get the better of us in this game. I really do, okay? Week 6, I think the Buffalo Bills are going to take the win against the Chiefs. That is our second loss of the season. The Bills they're just a great team. I have a whole lot of respect for the Bills, especially after that American Football Conference Championship game. That was insane. I have a whole lot of respect for that team. So I do think that they come out here in the regular season and take the win against the Chiefs. I don't think it's going to happen in the playoffs, but I think this team is good enough to get by with a couple of sneaky wins. So I do think they are going to beat the Chiefs 35-34. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a close game, but I do think the Buffalo Bills will win that game. Shout out to you guys, Buffalo. You guys are fantastic. Second best team in the league. Really solid, okay? Moving on, okay? The San Francisco 49ers, an interesting team. A team that we haven't played in a very, very long time. They're looking a lot different, obviously. I think the last time we played them was, in the Super Bowl. So, Jimmy G, that whole team, D Ford, that... Don't get me started on a D Ford. That dude, terrible. Not actually, but, he just made a terrible mistake the year prior when he was on the Chiefs. But... in terms of this season, playing against the 49ers, Trey Lance, a guy who has Patrick Mahomes-esque qualities. If you really see the way that he throws the ball, if you saw what he was doing in the preseason and training camp, I mean, he was slinging the football, just boom. I mean, no look throws. It was crazy. This dude, he's got some just very, very good arm talent. So I'm pretty high on Trey Lance, and I'm pretty high on the weapons they've got on offense. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. You know, they've got some really good guys. In their defense, you know, it's just been kind of on the decline ever since that Super Bowl run. So this is why I think the Chiefs, they're going to take the victory, and I think it's going to be a 45-16 victory for the Chiefs. I think that offense, they're still developing, still trying to figure out who they are with Trey Lance at quarterback. And I think the Chiefs offense, they're going to take advantage of a weaker defense. So boom, win for the Chiefs. Bye week. And then we play the Tennessee Titans at home, Sunday Night Football. You guys remember what happened last year when we played the Titans? We got killed. We got destroyed by that Titans team. So I have a lot of respect for this team, but I think, you know, we're going to return the favor here. And we are going to beat the Titans. It's going to be a close one, a low-scoring affair, if you ask me. I think it's going to be 24-20. You know, I think that defense is pretty solid. I think the offense, you know, does enough to win the game. But I think, honestly, when you look at the Titans' offense, it's definitely nowhere near as pristine and fantastic as the Chiefs' offense. So I don't see them doing much. I think our defense has a nice game. Boom! We beat the Titans, okay? Good stuff, okay? So far, we've only got 2 losses. That's really good. Okay, that is really, really good. And as I stated at the beginning of this video, this is 100% factual. Okay, this is what's going to happen. Moving on, okay, Jacksonville, this is kind of what everybody considers to be the easy win for the Chiefs, and that's exactly what it's going to be. Okay, 42-13 victory for the Chiefs. Moving on, you know, enough said, really. It's going to be an easy win for the Chiefs. Moving on, the Chargers. We play the Chargers again, and it's just... You guys know how I feel about that Chargers team. It's good. It's a really good team. But I do think that we are going to beat the Chargers, you know, definitely once. Maybe twice. It's hard for me to say that we're going to beat them twice, but I think we're definitely going to get the better of this team at least once, and we're going to take the win. Okay, we're going to take the win 38-31. Okay, it's going to be a close one. I think every game that we play against the Chargers is going to be close. I think, you know, 2 just really high-powered offenses going at it. And let's not forget the Chargers made some pretty good accusations on the defense. J.C. Jackson, okay, fantastic player. And let's not forget about Khalil Mack, really good player. Okay, so they're looking pretty solid. I do think that we will win at least 1, if not 2. But I think it's going to come here. Okay, it's going to come later in the season when we don't have to deal with that Thursday night football game. All right, Rams. Defending Super Bowl champions, okay? Rolling into the Rams, I'm a little nervous about this game. It is at Arrowhead. That makes me feel a lot better, and that's why I believe the Chiefs will collect the win, okay? I think it's going to be a defensive battle. We all know how good that Rams defense is. I think they do a pretty solid job at slowing down the Chiefs offense, but not enough for us to sneak by with a win. I think we get a last-second touchdown and we win this game 21-18. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. And I think, honestly, the Chiefs defense does a pretty solid job. I think we really step up against this Rams team. We shut down Cooper Kupp, we shut down Matthew Stafford, and we do a pretty solid job. I think that is exactly what's going to happen. You know, I have high hopes for our defense, and I think this is one of the games where they really shine. They go out there and they do a great job against a very high-powered offense. So, boom! Another win for the Chiefs. Moving on, Bengals. This Bengals team, okay, I'm not going to lie, they got the better of us last season. You know, they beat us late in the regular season, and they were able to beat us in the AFC Championship game to move on to the Super Bowl. Okay, so I have a lot of respect for this Bengals team, and that's why I think this game right here is going to be a game of the year type game. Honestly, I think it's going to be a very close battle. A lot of points are going to be scored. I think that Bengals offense is so high-powered, and I think they're just going to kind of, you know, do a lot against the secondary who, you know, we've got a lot of guys who haven't really proven themselves or are just younger type players. And I think, you know, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, that connection is just too elite for us to be able to handle. And I think they score a lot of points. But with that being said, I think we score a lot of points. And I think we score more points than they do at the end of the day. I think it's going to be a 48-45 victory for the Chiefs, okay? Really good game, really fantastic game. It's going to be talked about for years. I think the Chiefs win. I really do. this is one that I'm really circling on the calendar right here, man. I really want to see this game because I just, I have a lot of frustration, okay, about the Bengals. I respect you guys as a team, but I just want to freaking beat you. Like, you guys don't even understand how badly I want the Chiefs to beat the Bengals. I mean, it's absurd. So, I'm a little frustrated. I'm a little salty about what happened last season, but, I still think you guys are a good team. 45 points. I'm giving you guys a lot of points in this game against the Chiefs, but I don't think you win. Moving on, okay? Broncos. And this is the first matchup against the Broncos, who we all know made some pretty crazy accusations to make that team better. Russell Wilson obviously being the more prominent of those accusations. I mean, this dude, fantastic player, and then he just recently signed a massive 5-year extension. Okay, Russell Wilson is here to stay. Broncos country, let's ride. I think they're going to win. Okay, I think the Chiefs are going to get their 3rd loss of this season here, and I think the Broncos are going to win in a defensive battle. I think the Chiefs, they're only going to score 17 points. I think the Chiefs only score 17, okay? Because I think that Broncos defense, they're young and they're improving. They're improving fast. I think next year the Broncos are going to have a top 5 defense, and I think they do a great job against Kansas City in their first matchup against the season, and I think they just play really well. And I do think they're going to collect the win. Russell Wilson, I trust him as a quarterback. I know that he's going to get the job done. He's going to score enough points. And I think that Broncos defense, they're good enough to be able to stand up and slow down Patrick Mahomes enough to get Russell Wilson the football and let them win the game. So I'll give him respect. I'll give him credit. And I will say they'll beat the Chiefs at least once. Maybe not. But, I think this game could be, the one that they do it, I could definitely see it happening. Next game against the Texans, okay? I mean, this is another game where it's just like easy win, okay? 41-6. I do think it's going to be 41-6. I think they only score 2 field goals. I don't think that offense is ready at all. I think they're definitely coming into this season as one of the worst offenses in the NFL and one of the worst defenses in the NFL. The Texans, I don't think they're going to be great at all. Even though I do like Davis Mills, I think he's a pretty solid guy. I just don't think that they're ready. They have nobody. I mean, they have Damian Pierce now is their starting running back. Is he even going to be good? I don't know. Second matchup against the Broncos, and I think we do get the win against the Broncos here. And I think it's going to be a nice, convincing win, okay? 38-14. Because as good as their defense is, are they going to really be able to slow down Patrick Mahomes for 2 games? I don't think so. I think Patrick Mahomes goes off. I think Patrick Mahomes goes off in this game, and I think our defense has a big bounce-back game. Boom. Slowing down Russell Wilson, doing some great things. Boom. And that's a big win, okay? That's a huge division win heading into the last week of the season against the Raiders. Put it up there, man. It's a dub. It's a dub, okay? The Raiders, they're not ready, okay? They are not ready for the Chiefs. I think it's going to be a close one, so I'm giving the Raiders a little bit more credit. 27-24, but the Chiefs, we're going to win, okay? And we are going to finish the season with a 14-3 record. Number 1 in the AFC West. And as I said, okay, this is 100% factual. I'm the smartest man alive. I know everything there is to know about Chiefs football. And this is precisely what's going to happen, okay? Super Bowl 57 champs incoming. Chiefs, we're the best, okay? We're the greatest team of all time. Patrick Mahomes is extremely sexy, and we're going to win. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next Chiefs chat. Peace out.